Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rifa Nurfala. I am from English Educational Department of Muhammadiyah Bogoraya University, and now I will do midterm test for Pragmatics 7th semester. So, let's get started. Okay, I will explain about the cooperative principle and the concept of humor. So, the first I will explain about the cooperative principle by Greece theory. Let we know, the cooperative principle is describe how people interact with one another. So, Greece in Brown and Yule, in 1983, has formulated a general principle of language use called the cooperative principle. That is, make your conversational contribution such as is required at the stage at which it occurs, by the exact purpose or direction of the talk exchange in which you are engaged. So, the speaker should speak sincerely, relevantly, briefly, and clearly while providing sufficient information to speak in a cooperative way. People who obey the cooperative principle in their language use will make sure that what they say in the conversation has a purpose. So, Greece in Brown and Yule, 1983, said that cooperative principle has four major area, and their significance is spelled out by what so-called conversational maxim. And the maxim is that is four. The first is about maxim of quantity. The second is maxim of quality. The third is maxim of relation, and the last but not least is maxim of manner. So, I will explain about the fourth. Okay, the first is maxim of quantity. The maxim of quantity says that speakers have the responsibility to make the contribution as informative as required without making more or less informative than is required. This maxim relates to the quantity of information provided, and the following are the maxims that fall under it. That is how the Greece and Brown and Yule say about the maxim of quantity. Okay, the maxim quantity has two rules. The first is make your contribution as informative as required. And then the second is don't make your contribution more informative than is required. So that is about rules, the say of maxim of quantity. Second is about the maxim of quality. The maxim of quality states that speaker contribution to a conversation ought to be true. They should not say what they believe to be false, nor should they say anything for which they lack of adequate evidence. This maxim relates to the truthfulness of the information provided. Below are the following maxim. The Greece and Yule say, be truthful. This maxim, truthfulness. And the rules of this maxim is don't say what you believe to be false. And the second is don't say that for which you lack adequate evidence. Okay, according to the maxim, participants are expected to provide information they believe to be true, and they are expected to avoid providing false information. And I will give you an example of this maxim. For example, I will make a dialogue about teacher and the student. Okay, teacher and Lisa, maybe. Okay, teacher say, what is the capital city of Bali? And Lisa will answer, Surabaya, sir. But the teacher will correct the answering of Lisa. Wrong. The capital city of Bali is Denpasar. Okay. The maximum of quality say that the speaker should not say something that lacks adequate evidence, or the speaker is not sure about something. The speaker must give true information, not false. That is how we can use the maxim of quality. Okay, for the third is about maxim of relation. The maxim of relation states that the conversation should clearly relate to the purpose of the exchange. This maxim is related with the relevance of the information provided, and it has a single maxim. The maxim has a jargon is about be relevant. Okay, the speaker should make their contribution relevant to the conversation at hand. Now, I will give you example about this maxim. I will give a dialogue about A and B. A asks to B, "Hi, how are you?" And B will answer the question of A, "Fine, thanks." Here, between A and B are delivering relevant topic. Here, between A and B are delivering the relevant topic. Whether A asks the condition of B answered that he is in a good condition. Then this conversational exchange becomes successful communication. Okay, that is about the maxim of relation. And I will continue about the fourth is maxim of manner. The maxim of manner states that the contribution should be purposive, in particular that it should be orderly and brief, avoiding obstructing ambiguity. And below is the following maxim. This maxim has a jargon about be purposive. That is how Greece and Yule say about the maxim of manner. Be purposive. Okay, this maxim has rules. There are 4 rules. It's about the first is avoid obscurity of expression. The second, avoid ambiguity. The third is be brief or avoid unnecessary prolixity. And the last is be orderly. And I will give you an example for this maxim. Okay, in the some place, there are Jessica is eating together with a man, while her 2 friends, Aline and Rose, are passing her in restaurant. Okay, Aline, who is that man? Rose say, he is Jessica's new boyfriend. Here, Rose is giving a brief statement that man is Jessica's new boyfriend. However, Rose gives a clear answer to Aline by mentioning the status of the man asked by Aline. The next is about the concept of humor. The humor has been a source of enjoyment for over 2 millennia. That is how the Will, Rodent, Grodd, and Rouge say about the humor. As such, there are many references to humor and laughter in the Old Testament. For more, Darwin, 1972, suggests that the evolutionary basis of laughter was its function as a social expression of happiness, which attribute to group cohesiveness. To this day, the popular assumption that laughter is the best medicine, or equality often assume humor is the best medicine, has been the motivation of a great amount of humor, and sense of humor have become such broad terms that many of the elements that might be categorized under them may only be scarcely, if at all, relate to each other. For example, is there any clear relationship between the humor associated with a pun and the humor is social fun? Humor research has attempted to gain knowledge of the mysteries behind each of the various aspects of humor. And then I will explain about humor variables, and I will mention about that. In order to perform a measurement of any kind, it is first necessary to devise a unit of measurement which may serve as a reliable variable. Okay, I will mention about the humor variables. There are 3 humor variables. The first is laughter, the second is humor production, and the last is humor appreciation. Humor appreciation have become a common variable used in humor measurement instrument. Okay, the next is about perspective theory about humor. It has been proposed that sense of humor may be defined as the ability to view a situation from various perspectives. This concept of perspective has been demonstrated in relation to coping humor, humor in social circle, humor appreciation, humor production, and humor as personality trait. Okay, maybe enough from me. That is all about the cooperative principle and then the concept of humor. So I think we can use the maxim for the conversation, and then don't forget about we must know what is the humor and another. So thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.